Hey guys, this is Hansaurus Rex, and today we'll be looking at a comparison between the Amazing Yamaguchi Spiderman and also the SH Figuarts Spiderman. So stay tuned. Okay, so before we proceed, let's take a look at the packaging for these two items. Let's start with the Amazing Spiderman. So as you can see, offhand, the SH Figuarts packaging is so much smaller in size as compared to the Amazing Yamaguchi one, and as you can see, it's so much more compact. Okay, so let's take a look at the side. The size is as such. Okay, from the back, and the side again, and the top. Okay, so offhand, if you were to ask me which has a more attractive looking, cooler looking, more Spider-Man web slinging inducing looking box, I would say I would definitely choose the Amazing Yamaguchi. I'm sure a lot of you would agree as well. As you can see, the design for the box for SH Figuarts, it seems to lack creativity. Something you would expect a company that makes figurines, which are really articulate, to expand and elaborate a bit more on the packaging of their box. But as the old adage goes, let's not judge a book by its cover, and fair enough, but this book has a very nice cover. Okay, so that's the front art, and just take a look at the back art for the two products. Okay, let's take a look at that. This is pretty much instructional more than anything else. The SH Figuarts, I mean. And look at how well designed the back of the box is for the Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man. It is instructional to a certain extent, but like all these comic elements that's been infused and integrated into the back of the box, you gotta give kudos to the package designer for the Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man. It's really eye-catching. Okay, and from top, let's take a look. Just stack them up so it's easier to see. More cool, a lot more cool art design, graphic design for the Amazing Yamaguchi package as compared to the SH Figuarts. The side. So, offhand, if we are to give a grading or just a quick comparison between the two packaging, I would say that the Amazing Yamaguchi packaging wins this contest hands down. Hands down. No question about it. And if you come close, you can see that there is a bit of an artwork at the back of the plastic trays for the Amazing Yamaguchi Spider-Man. it's a really, really, really elaborate package design on the box as compared to simple blue backing for SH Figuarts. It's alright, but no, let's take a look at that. No, if you had chance to choose, which one would you choose? This one or this one? Please leave a comment in the comment section below. Alright, moving on. So let's open up these two babies. Okay, so just quickly, I've done an unboxing video for the SH Figuarts Spiderman. So yeah, so as you can see, it's just a blue backing as I mentioned earlier, and plastic trees comes out just as such. I'll just leave it here. We've seen the box, so bye bye box. Oops. And the Amazing Yamaguchi box. Look at that. Even to the design of the flaps, this bad, no expanse. Alright, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm not gonna do a unboxing video for the Amazing Yamaguchi Spiderman because I think there's been a lot already, but I don't think there's any comparison videos between the SH Figuarts and the Yamaguchi Spiderman. Okay, yeah, so as mentioned earlier, so that's the backdrop, the background design for the box. Look at that, ladies and gents. Just look at that. It's amazing artwork. And bye bye box. Okay, so trace. Okay, offhand, I would say that indeed the SH Figuarts model seems to have more accessories as compared to the Yamaguchi Spiderman. Alright, so, but however, Yamaguchi Spiderman seems to have more sets of eyes as compared to the Figuarts Spiderman. Alright, okay, let's open up the trees. Okay, so the upper layer of the plastic tray has been removed for both of the figures, and before we proceed, just highlighting some additional items for the Yamaguchi Spiderman. So as you all have noticed, the Yamaguchi Spiderman came with its own stand, while the Figuarts Spiderman doesn't. So basically, Figuarts sell the stands for the figurines separately. It's not expensive, but it'll be nice, especially if you have a Spider-Man figure, you want him to be swinging and flying through the air, and a stand would really help with the with that endeavor. So without further ado, I'll just take a look at the what other accessories, peripheral accessories that came with it. I wouldn't consider an instructional manual an accessory, but here we go. So so this is the instruction manual for the Amazing Yamaguchi Spiderman. Well, this is the instruction manual for the SH Figuarts Spiderman. Both are in Japanese. Fair enough. Both are made in Japan, Yamaguchi and Bandai. Okay, so let's bring out the figure. Okay, this is high school Peter, and this is what I would imagine college Peter to look like. Working class or working adult, young adult Peter to look like. So as you can see, the Yamaguchi Spiderman is about a head taller than the SH Figuarts Spiderman. Alright, so let's just do a height measurement, just a quick height measurement here. Okay. So the Yamaguchi Spiderman is about 15 centimeters, and the the Figuarts Spiderman is about 14, so it's about 1 centimeters difference, about yay much. That's quite a bit. So SH Figuarts Spiderman, fair enough. No, he's in high school. He still has quite a bit of growing to do. So maybe if you want to have a storyline between the two figures, then you can just say one is in high school, one is a young adult. And is the other thing you would notice is that the muscle definition between the two is stark in contrast. Okay, as you can see, high school Spider-Man hasn't been to the gym at all. Well, young adult Spider-Man, let's say he has. So yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay, aesthetically I would say that the SH Figuarts Spider-Man is, I don't know, I find him a bit more realistic, if that's the right word to use. His finish is not as glossy as the Yamaguchi Spider-Man. Yamaguchi Spider-Man has this like comic effect. He seems like something that just pops out of a comic book as compared to the SH Figuarts Spider-Man. He looks a bit like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, you know. But yeah, he doesn't have the a comic book feel look to him as compared to the Yamaguchi one. But I must say, I like both of them for their differences. But somehow I just have a slight preference for the finishing touch for the Figuarts model as compared to the Yamaguchi one. He's just gonna lie him down. It's good. No, it doesn't feel bad, but if you guys can take a look as well, like the product finishing for these two models. What is up with the shoulder joints? Seriously, no, seriously. I know Revoltech is like a big, it's big in the toy industry and stuff, but there must be a better way to conceal the joints and not expose them as such. It's really, really, really an eyesore. But it does give the figure a whole range of movements, but so does the SH Figuarts one, but perhaps not as much. So Yamaguchi Spider-Man is sacrificing a bit of its aesthetic and finishing quality finishing of the product for extensive and really elaborate articulation. And I guess for a Spiderman figure, you have to have amazing articulation for it to be really poseable and really articulate. Yeah, so I wouldn't fault them on that. Now you can see there's a bit of a bow-leggedness with regards to the Yamaguchi Spiderman, but that's fine. No, like looks alright. Okay, I've seen quite a bit of the front. Let's look at the back. Okay, it's well-defined muscles for the Yamaguchi Spiderman, and there you have it for the Figuarts Spiderman. As you can see, like it seems like Figuarts seems to be more particular about the details as compared to Yamaguchi. So, as you've all realized, there is a hole that you can just peg out and attach it to the stand for the Figuarts Spiderman. But they thought about it to the extent where, no, if you unplug this stand connector joint at the back of Spiderman, there's a gaping hole at the back as such with the Yamaguchi Spiderman. So they probably thought about it and yeah, just plug the hole back in. No, simple as that. But it's not the same with the Yamaguchi Spiderman. It's fine. No, I'm just nitpicking, but it's really impressive at how Figuarts really notice and take a good look at the details of the products they're releasing. Okay, and the spider figure, spider symbol at the back, is it like that in the cartoons? I can't remember. Yeah, I grew up watching the Spider-Man cartoon, the Amazing Spider-Man cartoon from the 90s. So that was an amazing cartoon. And just a fun fact that this are the only 2 Spider-Man figures I've ever owned in my whole entire life, and I'm so happy that I've waited this long and that my wait wasn't in vain, because this too are such an amazing figure to have for any Spider-Man fan. Okay, so that's pretty much it with regards to the figure. Okay, let's take a look at the accessories. Let's push these guys to the back. Okay, accessory wise, I'll just do a quick one for the accessories. So as you can see, Yamaguchi Spiderman has like 3 pairs of different fingers and wrist formations that you can just plug out and plug in, and he comes with like additional stand joints, and this is such an amazing gimmick. So basically, as you guys seen in other reviews for the Yamaguchi Spiderman, if you so wish to make him hang or dangle or climb up a wall, quote unquote, that is a magnetic piece where you can just attach to him using one of the pincer grips that came along with the figure, and there you have it. Spider-Man is climbing, at least Yamaguchi Spiderman is. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier, it came with like more eyes, more sets of eyes, as compared to the Figuarts Homecoming Spider-Man. Yeah, and it has like different variations of how the webbing and the web line is designed. Just take a look at this. I just mentioned earlier about how Figuarts attention to detail is so much more as compared to Yamaguchi. And then we have this. This on the left is the Yamaguchi webline, and this squiggly glue-like substance strand thing is the one from Figuarts. So yeah, there are some aspects where maybe this has more, the Yamaguchi one has more attention to detail as compared to Figuarts. But some may argue that the Figuarts webline would be more realistic looking as compared to the comic looking webline. It'd be nice, you can just use them both interchangeably, but you can't. So, okay. So, webline wise, you have 3 different kinds of weblines for the Figuarts tray, and we have 5. Okay, more variations and more pieces of weblines for the Yamaguchi Spiderman. So there's some things that are more, in the Yamaguchi one as compared to Figuarts, and vice versa. But as you've all seen the my unboxing video, so Spider-Man Figuarts came with a backpack because Peter Parker is in high school when the movie was made. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Okay, what is this? Oops. Okay, so I guess that brings me to the end of my video. But before we go, there is another huge comparison, and it is quite a big difference with regards to these two figurines. The Yamaguchi Spiderman costs around $69 on Amazon, while the Figuarts Spiderman costs $100 on Amazon. And if you had to choose one Spider-Man to take home, for whatever reason, only one, I would say go with the Yamaguchi Spiderman. Amazing packaging, amazing accessories. If you somehow manage to avoid looking at the shoulder joints, he is an amazing figure. Alright, so yeah, in conclusion, if you had to choose one, go for the Yamaguchi Spiderman. That would be my opinion. Okay guys, that's pretty much it for my comparison between the Amazing Yamaguchi Spiderman and the Figuarts Spiderman. And if you guys sincerely feel that this video deserves a like, I would appreciate it if you guys click on the like button below And if you guys would like to be updated and take a look at more of my videos and have a look at some of the other videos I've uploaded onto YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. And thank you very much for watching this another episode of Hansaurus Rex Toy Reviews. I'll catch you guys again soon. Take care. Have a good weekend.